Hi everybody, I wanted to give a quick update on my aquaponics system. It's been quite a long time since I posted an update. I think the last time I posted I had a very small system. I gave up on that system, didn't have anything for about a year, and then I decided to go a little bit bigger. Having such a small system, it was difficult to maintain water balance, mainly due to the small amount of water in the system, there not being much buffer. Um, this is a newer system I built out of scrap wood from my backyard. The grow bed is about 5 feet by 20 inches by 1 foot deep. And the fish tank, without fish, I'm doing fish that's cycling, holds about 50 gallons. Um, Little makeshift splash guard. So I divided this up into about 10 sections, kind of how I do my square foot gardening outside. Right here I've got peas, 4 different varieties. I'm going to test out which works best. Behind it I have cherry tomatoes, and then a whole assortment of lettuce, mustards, some basil back there, some more herbs in there, some spinach, and I think I have those two unused at the moment. This light here is a 100-watt LED. I think it's the Diamond series from AdvancedLED.com. I got it on sale a couple months back, and I'm really liking it. I've had a lot of problems in the past where peas just didn't produce well for no other reason than lack of light. So it's looking pretty good there. Again, like I said, there's no fish, but what I'm doing here is I have a return coming back on a valve, so that I can adjust the flow rate of the water into the bed. And that way it also has the side effect of aerating the water continuously. Pretty happy with it. What I'm going to do before I add fish is probably add a sump tank under here. The tank just empties out way too much. Would put too much stress on the fish. So with the sump tank, I can have a continuous level of water inside the fish tank. So anyway, you see I have some pretty good sprouts here. Really happy with that pea. The tomatoes are coming up. I don't know what you can see under this light, but it's a whole bunch of lettuce. Actually, those are mustard. Lettuces. So pretty happy with it. It took about 2 weeks after I introduced my ammonia in powdered form for the bacteria to start taking hold. Since I'm doing fish this cycling, I had the ammonia up to about 5, which is pretty high. But the nitrites started to build up, and then the nitrates. So now I'm down to about 3 on the ammonia scale, about 8 on the nitrites, and about 120 on the nitrates. So it's cycling really well. I'm going to start getting some fish soon. With the size of this tank, I don't know if I can do tilapia. I would love to have a couple and eat them in a while, but I might just have to do some goldfish, some koi or something. Again, I built this out of scrap wood, and originally I didn't have this beam on it coming across for support, and as I filled up the tank it started to bow out, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to flood my basement. So I had to put this on after the fact. As you can tell, it wasn't all that great, but otherwise it's holding up really well. I'll probably fix that just because I'm unhappy next time I empty out the tank. And again here, bunch of scrap wood. The weight of the water was starting to bow out the bottom. Not a whole lot, but I got concerned, so I added these cross beams on, and I've had no problems since. So the system's really stable, physically at least. It's not bowing, it's not moving. There's been no leaks. I used pond liner to line the bed. It was a real pain to get installed, but I installed it similar to how I installed my movie screen in my theater room. Kind of laid it down flat, started in the center, and just picked one side, pulled it tight, stapled, went down flat, up, and right there, staple. And then you pick a corner, do the same thing, go to the center, and work between. I know that's a pretty poor description, but this was actually a pretty easy liner to install when you think of it like stretching canvas on a theater screen. think that's about it. I'll update next time I have something to show.